Hi friends, to tell you the truth, if you had asked me a few years ago, I would have struggled to point out Georgia precisely on the map, let alone to name anything typically Georgian. But once I came to Dubai, I found a lot of people traveling to Georgia, and that piqued my attention. What is this place about where people keep going again and again? Georgia is a relatively small country, so you probably don't need to overthink your travel route if you decide to come here. Let me take you on my journey to Georgia. Please come on board. We started our journey from a beautiful resort of Lake Lopota, which is located in the heart of the Kakete region and was a typical fairyland. Many people traveling to Georgia often miss out on this stunning resort, so do not forget to make this a part of your Georgian extravaganza. The resort is spread around a beautiful lake surrounded by picturesque Caucasus mountains. It's a 2-hour drive from the capital of Georgia, Tbilisi. Breathing fresh air in the morning or balcony with a cup of tea or coffee is truly a positive and enjoyable start to the day at the resort. The resort has a lot of activities like wine tasting, boating, fishing, horseback riding, biking, hiking, and many more. So, reach this place, take a day or two off, either at the beginning or at the end of your Georgian trip. After bidding goodbye to Lake Lopota, we were on our way to Tbilisi. Tbilisi is the capital of Georgia and full of places to discover. So we started with Narikala Fortress. We took a cable car to this magnificent Narikala Fortress. Perched high above the city, the ancient fortress offers panoramic views that will take your breath away. Wander through the ruins, snap some stunning photos, and imagine the tales of warriors and kings from centuries past. Don't forget to look down at the bustling city below. It's a sight you won't want to miss. Next, let's lose ourselves in the narrow, winding streets of Tbilisi's old town. This area is a delightful mix of cobblestone paths, colorful balconies, and quirky shops. Every corner you turn reveals something new, from the charming cafe to the hidden courtyards. Make sure to visit the Anchalasta Basilica, the oldest church in Tbilisi, and marvel at its timeless beauty. This also is a vantage point offering stunning panoramic views of Tbilisi, the Kura River and the surrounding hills. Fantastic photo spot. Get your cameras out and click some amazing pics. Bridge of Peace. It's a modern marvel. Let's switch gears to something a bit modern now. This stunning glass and steel bridge spans the Kura River and especially dazzling at night when it lights up with 1,000 LEDs. Walk across this architectural marvel and take in the views of the river and the city space through it. It's a great spot for photos, so strike your best pose. No visit to Tbilisi is complete without a stroll down Rustaveli Avenue. This bustling street is a cultural and commercial heart of the city. Along the way, you will find the Georgian National Museum, the Tbilisi Opera, and the Ballet Theatre, and plenty of shops and cafes. If you want to buy some souvenirs, this is the place. It's the perfect place also to just sit and soak in the local vibe and watch people move about. Rustaveli Avenue is a place to be when you are in Tbilisi. Tbilisi Funicular, the scenic ride. The last but not the least, take a ride on the Tbilisi Funicular. the scenic railway will take you up to the top of the Matismanda mountain. Today, we are diving into the story of one of the Tbilisi's most iconic landmark, Katilis Deda, also known as the Mother of Georgia. Standing tall and proud over the city, this magnificent statue is not just a sight to behold, but also a symbol rich with meaning and history. Katilis Deda is a 20-meter tall aluminum statue that stands on Sololaki Hill overlooking Tbilisi. As I told you, this is also called as Mother of Georgia. Designed by a Georgian sculptor and erected in 1958 to celebrate Tbilisi's 1500th anniversary, the statue is much more than a piece of art. It's a personification of the Georgian national character. To talk about the famous food of Georgia, have you heard about the term khachapuri? It is Georgia's most famous traditional dish. A delicious bread shaped like a boat, topped with eggs, cheese and butter. And since walnut, eggplants, mushrooms and cheese are commonly used ingredients, finding good vegetarian meal in Georgia isn't hard at all. But Georgian's khachapuri is to die for. After khachapuri, there are two more dishes which I just cannot avoid mentioning on this blog. They are so unforgettable and so unique that they keep Georgia always in my mind when I think of them. Perhaps the most eye-catching of Georgian food is called churchkela. They are the lumpy, colorful confections hanging in every storefront windows, which tourists might often mistake for sausages, but actually they are made with fruit juice, especially grapefruit and many other fruits. Making of churchkela takes patience and practice. The grape juices are concentrated. They must be poured repeatedly over strands of walnuts. Each layer is then left to dry until a chewy, waxy exterior envelops the nuts. Packed with protein and sugar, churchkela have even gone to war alongside Georgian military. I brought some churchkela for my friends, and I also carried them in my bag while I was traveling. They are instant source of energy and protein at the same time. The first time I encountered the klapi, another Georgian dish, I thought it was a placemat. They are flat, colorful, and they are rolled like a piece of cloth. This peculiar Georgian speciality, as I would soon find out, it actually made up of pureed fruit, spread thinly onto a sheet and sun-dried on a clothesline. To find best the klapi, you can stop at any rickety roadside shop or anywhere else. Villagers especially, they get this authentic, the klapis made. They don't speak English, but you can pick them from anywhere, again as a souvenir for your friends back home. Let's talk about a very important part of Georgia, wine tour. Georgia is considered to be the cradle of wine. Did you know that? That's right. Archaeologists have discovered evidence of winemaking in Georgia dating back over 8,000 years. If you are planning a trip to Georgia, make sure to visit the stunning vineyards, and in the Kakheti region you'll find a lot of them, and these picturesque vineyards and historic wineries have a lot of story to tell. The last day of our trip was dedicated to Gudauri. Gudauri is conveniently located just a couple of hours drive from Tbilisi, Georgia's capital. The scenic drive along the Georgian military highway is an adventure in itself, with stunning views of mountains, rivers and historic landmarks. Gudauri is more than just a mountain resort. It's a place where adventure meets breathtaking beauty and warm hospitality. Whether you're shredding the slopes in winter or exploring the green hills in summer, Gudauri promises an unforgettable experience. So pack your bag, grab your gear and get ready to the adventure of a lifetime in Gudauri, Georgia's mountain gem. And there you have it, my fellow travelers. From the vibrant streets of Tbilisi and the breathtaking slopes of Gudauri to the tranquil and beauty of Lake Lopota, Georgia is a land of endless discovery and delight. Whether you are a history buff like me, a wine enthusiast, an adventure seeker, or someone in need of some serious relaxation in a very cheap place as compared to other European countries, Georgia, it has to be on your list. Come for the stunning landscape, warm hospitality, and leave with a heart full of joy and wonder. Safe travels and see you again in my next vlog.